ready? We'll start the Spring project. See, so what we'll do, I'll come to the Spring Visualizer. I want to create a new project here. So for creation of new project, I'll go to this something as this file. Okay, you people already done it now. So just watch here. Spring Starter project will come here. So here I have to select here. I have to select here something called as Maven and the other things here. No, not creating one minute. That is there. Yes, it's there. File new Spring Starter project. Yes, it can now. So now here no, I have to change the project name as something called as user management system. So let me change it up. So user management system UMS I given here. Here no multiple options will be there. Gradle, Groovy, Gradle 14, but I have to select the Maven as the project tool. After that, here Java option is there here. So 24 is there, but we want latest long-term support. There is 21 only. Jar is the like packaging we need, and then later Java, Kotlin, Groovy is there, but we are waiting Java language. So group ID was created this way. I can give it something else like this. Let's say comp.linkedin I can give there because commercial company LinkedIn company, right? But still I will then JSP later will give that thing. Okay, UMS is the project name, version 1.0 no problem. Spring Boot project for not student management also user management. Okay, after that JSP is not SMS, it is user management system UMS. Base package is ready. After the next click on next. After that I need to search here for something else web dependencies, Spring web dependency I need to search here. It takes some time. Type here, we'll be getting Spring web, select this one. After then you have to type one more dependency called as something else DevTools. Okay, Spring developer tools done. After then next one more thing something called as what? Lombok we want for getters and setters. I tell you why this getters and setters. After then JPA Spring data JPA. After that, last one is MySQL connect to Java. There is nothing but MySQL. If you search there, you will get a MySQL driver. Done. So these are all the common 5 dependencies we need in our Spring Boot project to create a basic application. Okay, Spring Boot Dev Tools for faster live reloading application, and then Longbow for getters and setters, Spring Data JPA for Hibernate, MySQL driver for implementation for JDBC driver. After that, Spring Web for web application. Okay, Spring Web. Okay. So once I finish now, definitely I will be getting created here one project as UMS. So that UMS project I will do open. Okay. So fine, this LMS project is there now. Just I'll close the project. How to close the project? I don't want to work on this project now. So that's fine. So I will say internet connection only error. Turn on my internet only. Don't connect to my internet. No password. Only one user. You know one user? Connected. Let me try once. New Spring Starter project. Project name is same that UMS is there, everything is fine. It's Lombok, JPA, MySQL, Spring. Hmm? Because last time project failed, project was not created successfully. So now you see, definitely internet only. See now UMS came here, right now. And then later old project might be there here, right? So we should open this project, sir, now onwards. We should close it. We should pack it, right? How to pack? Very simple. Right click on the project. After then, you should do here something called as, can you see close project option? Just close it. See how it will look means now that opening the symbol one, it is everything closed back. Okay, now close your old projects. Close your old project. Right click and then close your project. Okay. Then next after that two projects are closed. I don't want to open these things because in middle definitely you will get confusion as a beginner. Okay. For that reason close it. And after that UMS project is there here. How many of you created UMS user management system? How many of you created successfully? That is Spring Boot application. A created people raise hand. So many not created. Why? Why? Why there? Created, huh? Anybody unable to create a Spring Boot application? Spring Boot project. Anybody is there? No, na. Shall we continue there? No. to click to you, and then we should not do tell to you also. You should understand. See, so UMS project is there here. Okay, I hope everyone are created. If not created, I'll help you after class. You stay back, I'll tell you. Okay. After that, UMS is there. Open this UMS. Okay. After that, in this UMS, actually, whenever you created some project, no, just after creation of the project, what you will do means you will come to project. First thing first is come into SRC main resources because common external dependency already given, right now. So you will come to SRC main resources. First, you will open the application and properties. In the application and properties, you will give the database configuration information such as URL, username, password, other things. Correct? Shall we give no? Where you can get the URL, username, password, everything in my GitHub. Correct? Exactly which file you need, that file only it is there. Application and properties you need, right now. That file only is already there in my GitHub. How to open? Very simple. Go to any one browser. Any one browser you open. In this browser, you just do open the GitHub. So the link is nothing but github.com/webmd developer is there. You can open the same thing. I'll say GitHub, this one. Okay. github.com is github.com/webmd developer. After that, you come to the supporting files. Okay, shall I come to supporting files? We come supporting files. In the supporting files, you will be having here something called as application and properties. List of files are there here. So let's go down. Here no, you'll be having application and properties. Why? Application and properties for Spring Boot, that too for MySQL DBMS. Just 2 months ago only I done this one. Let's to click on this one. After clicking here, definitely what happens? You will come to the file here. Okay. So in this file, what you should do? You should copy the all the code here. We can copy like this also. Otherwise, you can directly click on this copy button. Can you see a copy button? Right? You can click on the copy button. What happens? So it will be copied. Copying done. Copying done. Where will paste? Where will paste? GitHub will paste once again. Where we should paste? In application or properties of our application. Then here, what needs to be changed here? Can you tell me what needs to be changed? Database name needs to be changed. Shall we tell here like this? Spring. Don't give icons here. You give underscore. You know difference between icon and underscore, right? Correct. Now don't give icons. Give underscore. Spring. That's a Spring Boot. Spring Boot User Management System (UMS). Already do you have this particular database? You have this one? Do you have or not have? No, no. Give Spring Boot UMS. You give. If you have, you can give one. If you have that also, you can give two. If you have that two also, you can give. Database name you can change. And as of now, I don't have such kind of database. Let me get the confirmation. I don't think so. It is there. Recently, I deleted everything. It is taking so much of time. Trust me, it is not there. Okay, na? This is the database name I want. That's it. My username is root, password is root. If in case in your case the password is different, you mention the password. Mentioning password done. Save this one. After saving, close the application and properties. Clear everyone? Everyone are aligned? Right? Done. Can I close the? Can I close? Done. Close this one. I am closing the application and properties. Closing that. After this one, what we do? Very simple. What we do means we want to save what we want to save user data. Correct. Other education data we'll save later. Okay, na? First we want user management system. Later comes education management system. Correct. Two things we want. Yes, sir. For that reason only, what we do? We will create the first thing is first. See, education. Not education. User object you want means user class will require. Correct. See, ultimately, what are all the things you want means something called as entity class. First thing you need something called as user entity class. First class is user class. Okay. For this user class, to put the object user object into the database, you need one repository. Okay. Which repository you want? User repository. Correct. So for that reason only, we want user repository interface. Repository interface. We want. After user repository, what about next? After user repository, you know something as yesterday I discussed something as user DAO, user DAO, DAO. After user DAO, user service, and service after the user controller. User. See, first day what we built means directly user controller, one user object, user repository. These two things are missing. Correct. Now extra two things are added. That's it. First is user. If you have to manage any entity you take in this world, okay. So for any entity, what you do means first thing is entity class. The total five things will come. Total five things will be there. Saying entity class first, entity related repository, entity related DAO, entity related service, entity related control. Did you understand right? Let's say education entity. I want to say. Let's say education entity. That also you want education. One more entity class we want see to manage the user data. So will be creating a user entity. For user entity, one table will come. Like that only education entity we want because education table we want to store the education data. So if one entity is there means definitely how many things will come there? Extra four things will come. Total five things will be there. Okay, one entity class, one repository, one DAO, one service, one control. Okay, so as of now you ignore this education details. Okay, just we will deal with the only user only. So user entity first, after that user repository, after that user DAO. This is the flow. This is how you should create a project. First the project creation done. Later application properties will go there and then we populate the database configuration information. Okay, after that what we will do? Entity class, repository interface. This is the only interface we will create. Except this interface, all other things are class. Are you understanding? Right? Shall we create a? Are you understanding the flow? How to start a project? Are you understanding? What is the flow? Create a project. First thing is what? Application and properties. Correct. Copy paste the data from the GitHub to the application and properties. After then, what we do? Entity class first. First class is what? Controller. No. First day I did something different. But whenever you are doing an actual project, the flow is what? First entity class, next repository interface, next DAO class, service class, control class. Shall we create a? So let's do begin with the entity class. Which entity class will we create now? Which entity class? See, you people don't do anything. Observe for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Parallelly only I will take you people parallelly only. We'll do parallelly. But see, just observe here. I will show something, some observation. See, in your where you learn all your Java classes, SRC in Java or Discourse? SRC in Java because we are the main engineers. That too we will be writing Java code. Okay, na? Open your SRC in Java. See here SRC test Java is there. We are not test engineers. All testing is written here. Okay. So now we will do right here SRC in Java. Open. See this is the base package. Base package will contain one class called as project name suffixed as application. UMS. Correct. UMS application. Okay. If the project name is LinkedIn, what will be the base class name? LinkedIn application. Correct. By default, by the Spring Boot only it will be created. Now, do you people know about this annotation? Do you know this annotation? Yes or no? Can you tell me about this annotation? Cross-border annotation belongs to Spring Boot framework. Spring Boot. Okay, next. Okay, done. So, what it indicates? It indicates that the annotated class is a starting point of the Spring Boot application. Yeah. So means Spring Boot application to start your Spring Boot application. This is the very important class. Correct. Also, it is a combination of three more annotation. Can you tell me what are three annotation? Spring Boot configuration, and then enable auto configuration, and then components. See, nobody required to buy out the things. Okay, if you should understand how these things are working. See, I want to see the combination. How many annotations are there? Combination here. Just hold control, and then it will be moving your cursor here. It will convert into hypertext. Just click there, you will get to know. No need to buy hat. It is there here. You just need to understand how to see the things. That's it. Okay, is it required to buy things? No, it is not required to buy things. Let me do close this one. Okay, let me do close this one. Just we done here. What we done is just we created a new project and then we created a application and properties also we given here. After then, base class is there or the main important class is there. After then, I have to create a first what I should create a one user class. Shall I create user class? Then you will done. We will create a one small user class. Just to we created a simple Spring Boot application. We start creating user class. Okay, now we'll create a user class. Now click on your base package. Click on your class package. Now control N and then I want to create a one class called as user class. Okay, user class. You don't create observe. Already people started creation. Don't create observe. Okay, observe. See, observation is there. That's what I'm telling you. So right now. So user class is ready. User class is ready. This user class, what are the annotations you should give here? Entity annotation only. Why entity annotation? Because user table we want. You know what is meant by entity class? A class which represents a table in the database, or a class which is mapped with the database table. Correct? Did you remember I got it? Okay. ENTATY, entity annotation you given here. Entity annotation you give. Done. After entity, each and every entity must have a primary key field. That's why ID annotation. And then I'll make it as private int ID. Okay. After then, you know something else generation generated value strategy called as identity I should give. You people please don't do. I will tell you when to. Okay, and then I'll make sure we'll do parallel only. So see here private private string name. You assume downside I given still so many other properties are given. You just assume. Will you assume? Yes or no? Given comment no. There you assume it as just be given some more properties like it. Okay. After then see entity class arena. After the creation of entity class, what is the next interface you should create? In our entire spring boot, what is the interface you will create? Only the repository. Correct. And entity followed by repository. Correct. So user repository interface will create. Where I should create? Click on your base package. Correct. You don't do. I will do. You just observe. Click on base package means I will do. After then control and class interface up. Interface int or int you type int will int you type interface will come. Click on enter. What is the interface name? User repository. User repository enter. Done. User repository done. See repository is there. This repository must and should extend where? Extends where? Extends JPA repository. Okay, JPA repository extend. Here you should give your user as an entity type. After then, what is the primary key data type? Primary key data type is entity. Okay, na? This much done na? After then. So first user class ready means entity class ready. After entity class, repository ready. Interface done. After that, DAO service control. Three classes should create. Then shall we create? Which class I should create now? User DAO. Click on package. Control N class. Control N class. This class name user DAO. User DAO done. User DAO done here. Done. Okay. After that, user DAO class done. Okay, fine. Always all the DAO classes should be annotated by repository annotation. Correct? Yesterday only I told. Next. After that. So user DAO is ready. Fine. Next. Now user DAO will have which object? Repository object. See, this repository object will be there in the DAO. DAO object will be there in the service. Service object will be there in the controller downside. Okay, na? But user object will not there here. Okay, this is the first interface. This interface object is declared in the DAO. Shall we declare? How to declare? I want an object. What to do? You know, auto wiring. Yes or no? Auto wire. Auto wire. So I will say here which repository we want here. User repository. I want here user repository. I will say just say UR. Done. It's okay. User means user report. Okay, not done. Next, just observe. You don't do anything. Okay. User DAO is ready. After DAO, what is the next class you should create? Service on. Yes or no? Done. Click on your base package. Click on your base package. Control N class you create here. What is the class name you should create here? Means user service is the class name. This user service always all the service classes will be annotated by service annotation. Okay. After that, in the service, which object will be there? DO object. What to do? I want an object. If you need an object, what do you do? No one words. Auto-where, correct? Auto-where. So I will say here user DO. User DO. I'll say only DO. Done. Okay, object ready. After then, service also ready. After service, controller. Okay. So what to do? Click on base package. Click on base package. Control N. Class you will create here. What is the class name you will create here? Something called as user controller. User controller. Click here. User controller clicking that means creation done. All the control class should be given as controller only as well as response body. But later you understood something called as rest controller. Can you tell me about rest controller? See, rest controller. Rest controller is it's a it's a class level annotation belongs to Spring Framework. After that, it is a combination of two annotations. Correct. Which are the two annotations? Controller. If you how to see the combination? Do you know how to see this one? Hold your control. You know control. Control in that command. Okay, na? So click on control. Hold control. After that, over your cursor like this, it will convert into hypertext. You know hypertext link. That link it will convert into link. You click on the link. You will go into that particular annotation. You can see here. See response body is also there as well as control also. Correct? Yes or no? So REST controller is a combination of controller and response body. Now two permutation, no need to give here, just give only one permutation, that is more than enough. Okay. So let's come back here, let's close the controller, REST controller. Okay. After saying REST controller is there, now what to do is very simple. In the controller, which object is there here? Whatever you want, yes or no? Whatever, which one? User service. User service, I said service. Done. See, everything done here. Now you observe here. See, in one package, while creating the Spring Boot application, there was a class called as UMS application. By default, this class was there. Correct? But we created 5 other things here. User entity we created. After entity, repository we created. After repository, DAO. After DAO, service. After service, control. Any doubts? No doubts. As of now, only one entity is there. For one entity, 5 classes will be created. Correct? Yes or no? For one entity only, 5 classes. Now, in one package, 5 classes there. Correct? Now, for user entity, only for user entity, we have these many classes. Consider education entity I will create here. Correct? If I create education entity, what are the remaining dependencies we want? Education repository, education DAO, education service, education controller. Correct? Like that only in LinkedIn, let's say something as post. Post also is an entity. Okay. Post, it will be having some images, list of images. After that, post content, and then who are the people are liked the post. Okay. Post is the entity ultimate. Okay. Let's say you have here, otherwise ignore this one. We will understand the e-commerce application. Okay. In an e-commerce application, what are the entities you can observe in an e-commerce application? Pakka user will be there. In e-commerce application, user is not there. Yes or no? Like that. Product is there. Let's do list out. Okay. Let's do list out the things. Otherwise, I guess already I have in our GitHub only. Let's see here. I will show my GitHub. In an e-commerce application, what are the entities you can visualize there? User is there. Product is there. Yes or no? Order exists. Order is the entity. Order has amount and customer details and then order date, delivered date, and then total amount, and then address, and then status. Order delivered, not delivered, returned, failed delivered. Are you understanding right? Correct? Like that only. 1 minute I'll search here. Which project I don't know. Something called as something is there. This one only, yes. 1 minute I'll check. Okay. See, in an e-commerce application, what are all the entities you can visualize? I'm showing the entity classes. Just see here, something called entity is there. See, in an e-commerce application, definitely you have user entity. See, user of Java is there. User, is it visible? User has ID, name, email, phone, password, date of birth, as well as gender, and then user status. Some people will be active users, some users will be inactive users, some user will be deleted user, some user will be blocked user. Application means your Flipkart will probably be blocked. Do you know that one? In Instagram, always block is there are status. Status of user is active user, blocked user. Like that. Okay. You ignore all those things. Okay. Now you see, we have ID, name, email, phone, password, user entity only. Understood? At least one entity is there. You understood this much? Then see, user entity is there. Yeah? After user entity, in your e-commerce application, there is something called as product entity also will be there. See, product is there. What are the details of the product here? Product name, product description, product price, product brand, stock quantity, ratings. Each and every product will have rating. Correct? After that, product status, available, not available. Some products will be not available. Status of the product. Okay. After that, created when we add the product to the application. Okay, created, updated, and then list of images. How many images is there for one product? Multiple list of images. Okay, like that. This person in collection like that. Okay. After category, category kids fashion, men's fashion, women's fashion category, mobiles, electronics, home appliances category. Each and every product will have a category. Yes, like that. Okay. Like this only in one e-commerce application you will be having how many entities I'm listed here. See, something called as user entity is there. It's an e-commerce application. Okay, in my GitHub is there. You cannot see this one. It's a private repository. Yes. Can you see this lock icon? Lock. This block means private repository. Only I can see what is private also you will understand later. No need to worry. See, order first user is there, one entity na next. After that product is there na. Then after product, do you know something as address? One user can have how many addresses in an e-commerce application? What is the relation? One user to many address, one to many. If you are saying from the user perspective to the address, one to many. If you are saying from the address perspective to the user, many address to one user, many to one. Correct? After that card, what is the relation between the user and one card? One user has only one card in an application. Correct? One to one. Yes or no? Card is empty. Card will be having its own information. Card will be having list of products. Correct? See, these many are also will come here. See, next one more category, something called as category will be there, discount will be there, and then inventory will be there. Orders. One user can have how many orders? One user can have many orders. Yes or no? One order can have many items or many products. Again, like this only relationship will come. Ultimately, in one, actually, I was working on a project called as Lemcart. What is Lemcart? In another 2 3 years, you get to know. In market, this application will come. See now, as of now, you see, in this application only, I am doing here. So many entity classes are there here. I don't understand. Why I'm telling entity class? Because if you go here, see, if you go to user class is there here. This user class here, we have an entity annotation. Are you understanding? Correct? For that reason, only I'm telling entity. Ultimately, one application will have only one entity or multiple entities. Did you understand this much? When one application, not only one entity will be not there, multiple entity will be there. See here, one user can have how many wish lists? You know wish list? If you don't want that product in the cart, you can move to wish list. Move to wish list. Do you know option? Yes or no? One user will be having one wish list. What is the relationship? One to one. Are you understanding? Such things will be there. No need to worry about all those relationship. Just understand here something that is in one project, multiple entities will come. Comes up. But in our application, let me close this one. You will tell you know. See, in our application, only one data, only user is there. Except user, nothing is there. Understanding? But in an application, only one user entity will come. No, right? Multiple entities will be there. If you take an example of LinkedIn, user also will be there, education also will be there, something called as post will be there, something called as like will be there, so many things will be there. Correct? Now tell me, one application may contain how many entities? We don't know. Many entities will be there. See now, see. For one entity, how many classes you are creating? Five total. Five one. See, user one, two, three, four, five. For one entity, five things will be there. Correct? Like that only. If your entities are 10, can you tell me the total number of classes? 50. Correct? Yes or no? See, like this only. Maintaining all the classes in a only one package is not a good idea. And then later also you people studied something called as packages in core Java. You studied what is a package? Why you need package? Why you need package? See, if I ask you people why you need a class, sir, we want an object. No, to represent a neighborhood object, just I need class. Correct me. Why you need a package? To to see, observe. I will tell you. See, I will do something based on the understanding you only define. Okay, see now why I need a package means see user is a one of the entity class. User is a one of the entity class. Consider if 10 entities are there, all the things you should keep it to something called as entity package. How this entity package is there, let me show by going to my project only. If you come to project, you will get idea. Just I'll show you here. Observe here. See, we want here, LMS is the project. Limb something like that. Here, can come to SRC and later main. See, observe here, observe here. We have here, separate package. See, SRC main Java, com something is there, lemcard is there. Okay, after see here, all the things, so many things were here. In the controller, we have all the controller classes. See, something called as user controller. Okay, something called as product controller, something called as address controller. Are you understanding right? Correct. Means the mean is each and every separate package will be there. Entity package will have only entity classes. See, user entity. Okay, after then product entity here. Okay, after then address entity, card item entity, category. So many things are. Are you understanding right? Ultimately, packages we need to maintain the like keep the classes in an organized way. I will keep here, you just observe. See, I may require here to create an education entity, after that education repository, education DAO, education service, education controller. Correct? If I create all those things, my list will be increasing there. Correct? But what I will do, observe here, this user is a class, right? User is a class, right? I will create here, click on your base package, control means new, otherwise control N, click on your base package, control N, something as PAC package. What I'm going to create? Package. What is the package means? Whatever the base package is there, keep the base package. On base package dot entity entity is a sub package I created. See, what is the base package? This only. In this base package, we have one more sub package called as dot entity. In this dot entity, can you see outside dot entity, right? This entity package will contain all the entity classes. Should be moving here only. So we need separate package for separate classes. Entity classes will be there in the entity package. See, can you see here entity package? In entity, what should be there? Only entity classes. Okay, na? Next, one more on base package only. We should create one more package called as repository. Dot repository. Are you understanding? In repository package, what you should keep? Only repository things. Correct? All the repository, product repository, education repository, any repository. Are you understanding? Why we need to organize, to keep your classes in an organized manner. Okay. So let me do click on base package, control N. I will say package. What is the package? I'll say dot repository. Repository done. Dot repository done. See, I want to do this repository is there. I'll take this one. I'll put it on this one. Create the answer. Okay. All these things I will do here. See, repository done. In our product, in our base package should be there. If you are missing base package, it will not work. Are you understanding, right? All the sub package should be on this sub. Why I am calling sub package? Because base package is there. Our base package is dot entity. After that, one of the sub packages dot repository. Base package should be there. Okay. Under your base package only this repository will be there. Repository done. Now in this repository, can I create any entity classes? No. Entity class should be there in the only entity package. Only repository should be there in the repository. Like that only. One more package I need to keep the DAO classes. What is the package? Dot DAO. Shall I create a? What is the package? So click on base package, control N, PS package. What is the package name? Something else. Dot DAO. In this DAO package, why this DAO package? To keep or to maintain all your DAO classes into the DAO packages. See, okay? See, okay? See now what happened now? Our DAO. In your DAO package, what should be there? Only DAO class. Are you understanding right now? Next, after that. Service. After DO service, for service also we have one more package. Which package? Dot service. Are you understanding the pattern? Did you understand the pattern? Entity should be there in the dot entity package, and the repository should be there in the dot repository package. DO should be there in the dot DO package. Service should be present in the where? Service package. Usually, how to create a package? Click on base package, control N, PAC package. Okay, after that enter dot service. Dot service enter. Okay, now after that, this service class, take it, put it where? Service package. See, it will update. It will take confirmation. Okay. After that, see project updated, and then you can see service package as service class. Correct. In our controller also there, controller also we should create a separate package called as controller. Shall we create a how to create? Click on base package, control N, PS package. What is the package name? Dot controller. CONTRO India controller. Then in this controller, we should keep this controller into this controller. So now you see, I say okay. Now you observe, I will do refresh the project because so many updations we done. Let's say refresh. Done. You can see, we have here so many packages we have here, but without meaning I created this one. No. Why I created? Because base package, in your base package, except your main class, except your that starting point is there, no? It's this application, right? Except this application, no any other class should be there in this base package. Okay. All the classes should be there in the respective package. All the entity, where the entity class will be there? In the entity package. Are you understanding? Where all the repository? In the repository package. Where all the DO? In the DO package. Are you understanding? Where all the service? In the service package. Where all the controller? In the controller package. Are you understanding? If you mix it everything in a one package only, like Citrona, everything, if you mix, what happens? Conversion. Correct. That should not happen. Yes or no? Correct. For that reason only. See, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you. See, if you mix everything in base package, if I tell you find all the entities, you will die. You will find in the list. This is entity. Now this is finding the things will be very difficult. But if you have the separate package, no, it will be in an organized manner. Why packages? To keep your classes interfaces in an organized manner. Okay, na? Done everyone. You will be keeping your classes interface only. You studied same thing in core Java. Why package? To keep the classes interface. Correct? But now why? Understood? Why? In an organized manner. Okay. In your entity package, only entity classes. Let's say in future I want education entity. In which package I should create? Base package. Where? Dot entity package. Now this is the modification I want you people should do. Total how many packages are there? So many packages are there. At least for beginner, at least these many packages must mandatory. Okay, na? This is the industry standard. It is not a concept. Okay, it's concept for me, but it is important for the projects. Okay, whenever they are going for a company, they will expect you this much. Okay, for now, you people also, everyone will do create new link. I will delete this. Shall I delete it? Or will you copy it once again? Or you only will do? You only will do? I should not delete it, but still I will delete. See, how? See, I promised you people will do parallel, right? After promising, how can I do break my promise? It is not possible. Okay, see how to create. Very simple. Hey, listen here. See, I will show you. I will make it very easy for you people. See, let's see. You people also open your best package. How many classes are there? Only one class. That's the main class. Correct? Yes or no? Main class should we open this one? Never open this one. It is important for project, not for us. Correct? Close your best package. Means close means like minimize. Okay? Minimizing done. Minimizing done. Next. See, click on your base package. Click on your base package. Click on your base package. Hello. 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 Okay. Click on your base package. After clicking on base package, what you will do is very simple. Control N. Control N. PAC package. Package. What is the package? Can you tell me? First is what? First controller. First is what? What is the first one? Entity creator. Click on base package. Already this package should come there. Is it coming? After dot entity entity package. Click on finish. Done. Can you see there one package came? Is it coming? In this package, what classes will create? Controller, D1, service, which one? Huh? Entity classes. Okay. It may be user entity, it may be education entity, it may be product entity, it may be any other entity. Okay. Shall we create? Shall we create? Yes. Yes or no? Done. Click on your package. Click on your package. Which package? Base package or this one? Entity package. Click on entity package. Control N. Control N. New. Control N is what? New. New CLASS class. CLA. Type CLA, it will come. Coming. Getting everyone. Next. Click on enter. Now, can you tell me the class name? User. Create user. Entity done. See. Now you tell me. Are you creating the classes in the base package or the separate package? But always the separate package. The base should be base package only. Dot entity should be there. Extension. Okay, next. Now tell me this class, what are the annotations you give there? What are the fields you should give there? Can you tell me? What is the first annotation? Why empty annotation? Because not table. We want this particular class to be mapped to a table, and we want to save the object of this particular object to this particular class object to a table. For that reason, next after. What is the next annotation? At the rate. Okay. Why this at the rate? To specify the primary. Okay. I said private int id, private int id. Is it going fast? Is it going fast? Next. Okay. Private string name, private string email. Okay. After that, string email. After that, private long phone number. fast. Be fast. Come fast. Shall I go? Shall I proceed? Fast, fast, fast. Hello? Hello? Hey, Dana. Shall I proceed? How many of you done till here? Till here done, sir. Others still dying. Come fast. After project you will be dying. Done. Fast, 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 fast. Okay. Tell me, is it proposal class? Is it entity class? To make any class as entity class, it should be proposal class. Correct? Do you think it's a proposal class? Why it is not a proposal class? Data set as 0 bar constructor, allotment constructor, two strings. Correct? You will give a give fast. How to give? See, we have shortcut here. You know, alt s, click on alt s, keep your cursor here. Alt s, then R, after then one time tab and then enter. After then four time tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then enter. Done. Get us done. If you not understood, do generate. Right click, go to source, do generate. Generation done. Then everyone generating data set is done. Next one. Next I want to get something called as zero bar address constructor. Correct. Each and every position class must should have one zero bar address constructor. Correct. It is there, but still I will explicitly declare. Okay. How to declare? Alt s C enter. Alt s done. After then C, after then enter. Zero bar address constructor C. Okay na? Then everyone, I want parameterize constructor. What to do? Alt s after then A enter. Alt C enter, Alt C enter. All argument constructor ready. Okay na? Clear done? Next, after that, I want two string. You generate, okay? Generate two string. I want equals hash code also. Let's take the hash code and equals. Observe here, as of now, how many lines of code I have? Almost 99 lines of code I have. You also please generate fast. Generation done, na? Generate fast. Is generation done? Not understood, huh? Understood or not understood? Not understood. Do generate data sets. In your core Java Max data generation of data sets. Huh? Let me show. See. Hey, listen, who is not understood? Raise hand. Listen. How to generate data sets? Keep your cursor here. Later, right click. After that, is it visible? Go to source. Let me do come from the beginning. Keep your cursor here only. Next, right click. After that, go to source. Okay. After that, here, getter setters. There is an option. Okay. Click on data setters. You have to select all the fields, right? I need data setter for all the fields. So since we have an option called select all, we can click on select all. After that, click on generate. What happens now? Generation of data setters ready. Then this makes your class as post class. But still, if I want zero parameters constructor, what I'll do? Keep your cursor here only. Right click, go to source. In the source, what will do? Generate constructor using superclass. Superclass means zero parameters constructor. Okay. Just same object will be here. Just say generate zero parameters constructor If you're okay, should I repeat once again? I'll repeat. I don't have any issues. Shall I repeat? Thousand times also I'll repeat. That's why I'm sitting in this chair. Okay. Next. I want your parameters constructor. How to do? Very simple. Okay. So next. Okay. After that, I want your parameters constructor source, and then I'll say next. Here constructor using fields means for all the fields I want to constructor using fields. So select all the fields already selected. Just say generate. What happens? Parameters constructor will come here. Done. These are all the necessary things we need. After that, we need something called as get means this two string. If you want to generate, otherwise you leave. I want your two string rest of generating. See. See now. Observe now. Can you tell me what are the total lengths of code here? 99. Only one line missing 100 line. We can do century. Correct? See now. Now, hey, observe here everyone. You people only. Shall I do stronger parallel distribution? Shall I stop? Only observe me. Shall I do like that? Then observe here. Whenever I'm telling you observe, I'll give chance. Okay, later. See, you people, you people have created something called as user entity class. For this entity class, you generated getters and setters. Okay. After that, you generated one zero parameters constructor. Is it looking like zero parameters constructor? Some extra code might be there here, right? This code is just a waste code only. You can remove this one. Okay. See now, is there like this? Next. So zero parameters constructor. Yes or not? Then we have a parameters constructor. Okay. After that, we have a two string method equals as so many things are there. Ultimately, in our entire entity class, we written only this much of code, but all other code is generated code, auto generated code. Correct? If any other entity is there, can I say it is a repetitive code only for all the entity class? We need to generate this one repetitive code. You know why? Means what is the objective of Spring Boot? Spring Boot aim to reduce the number of lines of code. Agree na? Yes or no? Spring Boot tells what? In Spring Boot, what we can do actually, other things also we can do. But in Spring Boot only we are doing here. Since we generated this kind of this getters, setters, zero parameters constructor, then parameters constructor equals hash code using everything, all the things. Number of lines of code are increased to 100 lines of code, almost 100. Correct? Can I say almost 100? Yes or no? Now, use here all this code, all this waste code. Okay, waste code only yes or no? That waste code I don't want. This readability of this user class is decreased. The readability is very means it is not good. Okay, if any new beginner is seeing here, this much bigger class is there here. 100 lines of code is there. He will tell. He will die because he don't know. It is generated code. He don't know. Correct? But we can reduce these many lines of number of lines of code. We can reduce. How can we reduce? Means I will remove all these things. All these things. But now tell me, is it question class? How to make a question class? Getters, setters. After that, zero parameters constructor one, parameters constructor, right? We have here. Did you remember one dependency I added? Something called Lombok, right? Lombok. Why this Lombok means Lombok provides some annotation. Lombok means that Lombok has some annotations. Based on that annotation, we have an annotation called getter. Is it visible? We have an annotation called as getter. If you just give your getter, what happens means getter methods will come automatically. After that, we have here something called as setter. Okay. If you give these two annotations, no need to generate the getter setters. By default, it will be there. Correct? And then later you may be asking, sir, we want zero parameters constructor. We have an annotation called as no argument constructor, no args constructor, no arguments in the constructor. Which constructor? Zero parameters. Okay. After that, I want parameters constructor. We have R argument constructor annotation. What it gives? Parameters constructor. Did you understand? Now tell me, readability of the class is very good now. Anybody can read? They will understand. Okay, getters methods are there, setter methods are there, zero parameters constructor as well as parameters constructor. Done. I want two string. You want to override two string or TS? Two string. There is an annotation called as TS. Two string. It will override two string. Okay. How it is? You people don't do this one. You people don't do remove. In your case, it will not work. Okay, na? Why? I will tell you later. If you want to answer, after class, you wait and get the answer. Okay, na? See now Now you see here, I will show the proof also. See, I'll come here, I will select here outline. OUTLINE outline is one of that. Observe here. Observe. See, we have here a tab that has outline. We have here a tab that has outline. In the outline, can I say all these fields are private fields. That's why it is showing here as red color ID. Red color means for private ID, private name, email, phone, password. Getter settings are there here. Not there, right? Just observe here. See, just observe. I will provide what is the annotation for getter methods. At rate getter, right? The moment I provide here, can you see already some methods are generated? Get ID, get time, set time coming. Yes or no? You reach that outline. Okay. Now I want, do I have here set methods? Not there, right? What to do? Come here. Just give an annotation called as set. Okay. Just give set. See, observe. What I do here? See, getters also can. Okay. Now tell me, zero parameters constructor is there here? Not there. Shall I give one? Otherwise, parameters constructor I'll give first. Parameter test constructor, all argument constructor, shall I go? Is it there? No, not there. So what is the annotation? All argument constructor. Come here, at the rate, all control space, all argument constructor. Come here, see, already parameter constructor. Can you see this? See, visible? Open your eyes, two eyes, and then see. See is there? Yeah, see. We have a parameter constructor. I want zero parameter constructor. Without having zero parameter constructor, is it Poison class? We want a zero parameter constructor. How to get what is the annotation? Very simple. We will be going to one more annotation called as no argument constructor. That's what I'm going to see. Parameter constructor. See, last time we given this one. After that, what I given? Zero parameter constructor. Okay. Two signature is there. See, two signature is there. I want two signature. I want to override two signature. What to do? There is an annotation called as TS. Yes, two string done. Two string done. See, two string done. Correct. See, getters is there, setters are there, zero parameter constructor, all argument constructor, two string method also there. I want equals ashford also. You give that also equals ashford also. Notice here. Yes, let's say equals ashford. Okay. Equals ashford. See, come here. See, last time this equals ashford was not there. I am understanding. Now tell me, writing all those dabba repetitive code is it good? What to do? Use Lombok. Lombok. You may ask, sir, what is Lombok, sir? Lombok is a Java annotation library. It contains so many annotations. Okay, it is a Java annotation library using which you can avoid boilerplate code. Boilerplate code means repeated getters to setters to parameters. Why Lombok? What is Lombok first of all? It is a Java annotation library. Let me go to the just you can. Let me come to the Chrome. Finish exactly. Okay. See now. I'll come here. Let me do go a dependency card as Lombok. You observe here what will come there. See, I'll go there. I'll add dependency card as Lombok. Can you read this one? What is the description is coming here? What is Lombok? Lombok is a Java annotation library which helps to reduce. Did you understand why Lombok? I told you last day, yesterday also I told, before also I told, why Lombok I explain later. I explain now. Why Lombok? What is Lombok? Lombok is a Java annotation. It has so many annotations. That's why. Okay, it has so many annotations. Which are the annotations you can see here in your in our program? Getters annotation, setter annotation, all argument constructor, no argument constructor, two string equals hash code, builder. So many things are there. Okay. So ultimately, Lombok is a same. This getter, setter, these things are coming from Lombok. I have understand, right? But you people cannot do this one. You have to generate only. You already generated the. Don't remove. It will not work for you people. Okay. You keep that only. Boilerplate code only. You keep. No problem. Okay. Don't give this annotation in your code. It will not work also. Okay. Na? Why? I'll tell you at the last. If you're interested, sit, listen. Done. Na? After that, let's do close our entity. Don't die. Listen. See now, we have a entity class ready. Na? Entity class ready. Entity class ready. Yes or no? What ready? In my case, I given these annotations, but you people given something called as generated the things you done. Entity completely ready. Close the entity class. Keep it aside. Come back. Next we'll go. Okay. So now you see entity package completely ready. Entity class is ready. We'll go to the next one. What is the next one? User repository. What is the mean by that here? on first base package, create a one more package. Shall we create a you create? Click on base package. Fast. Click on base package. Control N PAC package. Package. Okay na? What is the package name? Dot repository. Repository. See, package name. Package name. What is reading the repository? Entity class, controller class, DO class, which classes? Only interface, repository. Okay. What is the entity class name? User. What repository we have to create? User repository. Correct. Shall we create a? If your entity class is book, what will be the repository name? Book repository. If the entity class is user repository. Correct. Click on repository package now. Click on repository package now. Control N. Control N. Class interface. Inter. Type inter. INT int also type also. If you type int also will come interface. Coming now. Just click on inter. Interface name is asked. What is the interface name? User. User. User repository. Done. Done everyone. That said, what is happening? Creating. Create. User repository. Enter. Done. User repository. Done. Each and every repository must and should extend where? Extend where? Extends JPA repository control space. Can you see that there is an interface? See, I stands for what? JPA repository that will run from spin data JPA repository. After that, here, what you should type there? What is the data type? What is the entity? Which entity you want to manage? That entity name you should mention here. Observe, you may be getting here. So many people will do mistake here. Okay, see. What they will do means they will take this one Apache Catalina something is there here. See, Apache Catalina user. Do you want user interface? User class, entity class. Which package you take? Spring Framework you take? Which one? Our B created one package now. Which package? This package. Open your eyes. See, this is the class you should take. If you take this one, Pakka you will die in my hands. I'll kill you. Okay, take this one. Next. What is the in your user class? What is the primary key data type? Primary key is which one? ID. Correct. What is the data type? Int. So that integer means the wrapper class we should mention here. Integer. Integer. Done everyone. What you are writing? Clarity is there. Done everyone. See. Why you are writing each and every line of code? You should have meaning. Why that line of code is written? If you have meaning, that's it. Okay. Next. Repository is completely ready. Shall I close the repository now? Or need time? Need time? Yeah. Yes. Don't know money. Huh? Done. User repository done. Hey, typing everyone there. Anybody not typing? Hey, developers. Done now. Repository done. Next one. What is the next one? What is the next one? DO class of interface of. See, in your entire list, this is the only interface. Next one is a class now. Can I shall we create a user DAO class? Where to create a user DAO class? Can you tell me? Which package? How to create? Wherever you want, you even click here also control na. First click on base package. Okay na? Then everyone don't do mistakes. Click on base package. Means select base package. On base package, whatever package you are creating. Okay na? Click on base package. Control N. PAC package. Okay, package is coming. Click on enter. Base package is coming. Dot. Repository na. Entity na. Already done. What's the next one? DO. Enter. DO package is ready. DO package is ready na. Create fast. What is the class you will create there? Which class? User DO. Click on your DO package. Control N and then class here. What is the class name? User DO. Enter. In a DO package, DO class completely ready. Okay, now things means the object will start. Repository object should be there in the DAO. Correct. DAO class is written here. All the DAO classes should be annotated by which annotation? Repository annotation. Okay, it indicates that repository annotation. See, do you know Spring Boot application annotation? It's a combination of three annotation. Do you know REST annotation? It is a combination of two annotation. Now you see, repository is an annotation. Repository is an annotation. Do you know something called as component annotation? Component annotation. First two class, I guess. Correct. Why you need a component class? Why you need component annotation? IOC process, you know. Inversion of control is a process of transferring the object creation control from developer side to Spring Connector. Correct. Like see, this class I want to make it as bean class. What is bean class? Bean class. Who is responsible to create an object of bean class? Bean object. Spring container. To tell it, I want to tell my Spring container, hey Spring container, this is a class. For this class, you create object. Correct. To do that only, which annotation I should give it? Do you remember? Component annotation. Component. Yes or no? If you provide component, what happens means this class will become bean class, and object of this class will be created by Spring container. Correct. Like that only. See, comment not component. Component. Correct. This annotation actually I given mistake. I given mistake last time. Component is the annotation should be here. But the thing is, without giving this component, if I give repository, what happens means this repository is a class level annotation, but internally repository is a component only. What is repository? Repository is a component only. No any extra job done by your repository. Whatever the job done by component annotation, that is the same job done by repository also, but it takes only on some extra information. This is the DAO class. DAO classes should be annotated by repository only. What is this repository? Internally it is a component only. Why you need component? To make a class as bean class. Are you understanding? Ultimately, this repository annotation specifies what? The annotated class is a bean class. That's it. Bean class, huh? Yes or no? If some class is bean class, who is responsible to create an object of this class? Spring container. Correct. Now, done. This object will be there in the Spring container. Now, I want to here see. So, in all the DAO, which object should be there? Auto which object should be there? If DAO, which object? User repository name declare. Auto you know why auto Why auto Huh? Why auto What is dependency injection? Object reference is there. Correct. Object address will be there with whom? Spring container. Spring container will have an object address. That address we want to put into reference variable. Correct. Dependency injection is what? The process of injecting the object address into the reference variable. But automatically your Spring container only should do. That is what auto vary. Auto vary means what? Auto vary means what? The process of achieving the dependency injection automatically by whom? Spring container. At what time? Runtime. Correct. Ultimately, here actually I should create here user repository is equal to repository is equal to new user repository. If the class is there, I should create object. But now onwards I will not create object. Just will tell auto If you tell here auto this will be object reference will come here. That's it. Okay, na? Done everyone. Next after DO done. After DAO, what next? DO done. So DO done. Yes or no? In DAO you will get repository object. After DO service. In service, which object should be there? DAO object should be there in the service. Shall we create service class first? No. So service class we should create where? In base package or in which package? Service class should be there in base package dot service package. One more package we need. Correct. Shall we create package first? What is the package name? org.jsp.ums.service. How to create a package? A response. How to create a package? Click on base package. Click on base package. Doing at least giving response or not doesn't matter. At least you should do it. Doing right? Doing no. Next, click on base package. Control N. PAC package. Package name. What's the package name? What's the package name? Dot service. Done. So click on enter. Click on enter. Yes, get done. Service ready. Done. Service package ready. Next. In the service, which class we should create? Service only. Which entity? User entity. For that reason, user service. Shall I create a? Okay. Click on your service package. Following. A last. Doing a last second. Doing. Click on service package. Doing. Click on service package. Control N. Control N. BS class. Class. Which class? Which class? Create. User service. Done. Service package only create. Done. User service ready. User service class ready na? Yes. All the service classes should be annotated by which annotation? All the DO should be annotated by repository. Okay, now what is repository? Ultimately, repository interleaved is a component only. Okay, now service also. You give service here. You may ask. You may ask. Okay. What is the annotation you should give here? Service. Okay, you may ask, sir, what is service? Service is internally it is also component only. No extra job. No extra things. Okay, yes or no? Done. Ultimately, you given this kind of annotation here called as service annotation over the service class. It is a component only, but it specifies extra information to the developer. This annotated class is a service class. Okay, repository indicates what? It is a component only. It specifies extra information to the developer. That is a DAO class. Are you understanding right? Just for extra information for a developer reference, we given here service. Ultimately, it is a component only. So you may ask, sir, if I do give a component, will it work, sir? 100%, 1000%, 2000%, it will work. Okay, just for the developer information, a developer means any new developers coming, they should understand, no? Yes, sir. Which class? Repository class or service class? Service class. I understand very next. Now, in the each and every service, which object should be there? In the service, which object should be there? DO na? How to create? How to add an object here? Not aware. Why you will take tension? Attaware is there. There attaware. Your Spring Boot, your Spring container window, give an object there. We want here user DO object. We want user DO. That's it. Attaware user DO. Done. Hey, shall we do? See, the service class we created in service we created a DO object. Next word controller na. Shall we create a how to create? Very simple. Number go to the package. First of all, control package only not there. What to do? Control package only not there. What to do? You should create a control package. What to do? How to create? Click on paste package. Click on paste package. Next control N PAC package. Package done package done. Which package? Dot controller. See what you have here. Controller done. Controller package ready. Okay na. Then everyone. Next. In the controller package, which class should be there? Which class? User class. User controller. Click on your controller package. Following. Following. Is it visible properly? Sometimes blur. User service ready. Now we want to create here one more class. A discussions. Come back fast. Shall we create? Shall we create? Which class? Done. Click on control package. Control N. C class. What is the class? Hey, they are developers. Why discussion? Here also. Hey, you two people. Yeah, Charlie. Observe. User controller. User controller. Done. Create fast. Hey, there. What's happening? Created. No discussion. See. Next, this class should be annotated as what? Once upon a time controller you given. Okay, after you given response body you given. Response body body given. Instead of giving this controller and response body, you merged. Means actually some combination is there, something called REST controller. Correct? Actually, if you look at here, see, hey, look here, everyone. Controller operation is there, no? This controller also internally component only. Did you understand? Correct? That's the information. I told you before, but we don't want these two things. We want rest control. Done. Rest control done. After this rest control, tell me which object should be there in the controller? Which object? Service. Shall we create the service object in the controller? How to create? I want here user service. User service. Yeah, service. But if I leave like this only, it will be null. So I don't want null here. Auto wire. Auto wire is the annotation. Done. Clear? Layers ready na? Layers ready? Next. Till here, I promise you people, I will make sure that we will create all the classes. I made that to create everything done. Next. Observe now. After completion of everything, see, I closed all the classes, all the files I closed. Now observe. Don't do code. Don't do code. Observe. Will you observe? See, if you are not observing, that will last for you only, not for me. Okay. Now you see, we have here controller package. We have only controller class will be there. We have here will come from the MQ. Okay. So any project, whenever you create a project, the first thing is whenever you open SRC Linux Java, click on base package, create an entity package, create all the entity classes should be created only. We have already created an entity called as there is a package called as entity. Okay. So user entity ready. First thing is user entity ready na. This is long keyboard you okay. But at least user entity is okay na. Next. After entity, what you will do? Create the after entity class. You will create what? You will create something called as a repository. You should create a repository package. Repository interface is ready. The repository interface also will be like this. Where this extension to change other things are there. Done. Next. After repository, DAO create a separate package called as DAO. DAO user DAO class is ready. In the DAO, you should have user repository. Auto should be done. Okay, na? Make sure this should be there. Always, all the DAO should be annotated as repository only. This repository is nothing but a component notation which makes the class as main class and tells the developer this is a DAO class or DAO layer. After DAO, what is the next one you do create? After DAO, what you do next? After DAO, service now. We come to the service now. Here no. Service package. Service. So come to the service user service classes layer. In the all the service classes should be annotated by service annotation. It is nothing but a component only. It gives extra information to the developer that saying that it is an annotated class is a main class. Also, this class is a service class. All the business logic. Why yesterday I given some diagram. No? Correct. Why the service layer? To read validation, verification, computation, calculation operation. Correct. All those any business logic you should write in a service only. And the DAO, why DAO? DAO can access the data from the database. DAO to access the data. After service layer, what is the next layer? Controller. Will be coming to the control package. User control layer. Why control layer? To interact with the client. Correct? Controller for interacting with the client. Service for writing business logics. DAO to access the data from the database. Correct? Done. Next you see all classes are closed first. Close done. Next you see observe first. You will understand later. Just observe. See till we are releasing a packages any doubts are no na. If you practice one or two times, you will be getting habituated to this. Okay. Next you see whenever a client will make a request, consider. So we want to build here some APIs. Do you know API REST API? What is REST API? What is REST API? Yesterday you understood. Correct. What is REST API? First of all, tell what is API? API is our using which you can achieve inter-application communication between two software systems. You can achieve communication. But what is REST API? An API which transfers the state of an object in a presentable format from one software system to another software system. In our case, from Postman to database. Now you see. Now ultimately, somebody is requesting you, a developer, in this application, you please to develop something called as post mapping slash users slash users post mapping is what? Save a user. Also, we want here get mapping something called as slash users. Okay. Slash users endpoint for get mapping is what? Fetch all the users. Correct. Also, I will tell you get the slash users slash here it's an ID. Do you know which concept? Request parameter path variable. Do you know that which concept? Path variable. Correct. Slash users get mapping slash user means all user. But this one is specific ID means we want only one specific user. In all user filter out this ID and give it that object only doesn't mean. After that, next we want here, let's say we want delete slash users slash ID. See, delete what? In the users, you have to delete this ID. I am giving some ID. Based on that ID only, you delete a user. That one delete specifying. You have to design these kind of REST APIs. You need to design. One of the APIs post mapping slash users. It will do save operation. What is the operation done here? Save operation. Saving the user will be done by this API. That need to develop. Are you understand? Right? After that, slash users, this will do what? Fetch all employees. What? Fetch all users. After that, this one. Get slash users by ID. That means get means what? Fetching. Fetching all the users. All the users are based on ID. Based on ID. What you should do here? Fetch user by ID. Next. After that, next one. Delete user by ID only. This is our operation. Delete user by ID. So ultimately, what you should do in your application, NSN create thread operation. See, yesterday I wrote save. If you are passing the ID, and update will happen. If you are not passing the ID, save will happen. Here only create update both are there. And after that, get is there, get point is there, get is there. Ultimately, thread option is covered here. Create, read, update is there here only, and delete. worry. First we develop and understand it. Okay. Now, so shall we do start our development of APIs now? This is what setup. Till now what we did? Only setup. After that what to do next? About the rest. Come back. See, we'll come to the controller. Controller. In the controller only all the APIs will be there where? Controller only. Correct. Don't do code. I'll give time. I'll give time. Don't do code. Observe first. Understand first. You understand that? Yes or no? First we will do develop the post API will develop. Okay na? Shall we develop post API? Yeah. Come to the controller class. I'll open the controller class. You don't open. Just understand. See. Controller is there here. In this controller, what to do? We should do develop here one method or one API. Okay. For saving the user object. Shall we do develop now? So which mapping we need? Request mapping we should use or post mapping we should use? Request mapping is what? It's a generic mapping notation. Request mapping is a generic one. We don't want. Generic. In your you people might have don't know. How many of you are from rural background? Rural background. City people don't know these things. See, in rural background means in rural means in villages what happens means some clinic will be there, some hospital will be there, only one doctor. He will give the medicine for all the things. You know this one? It's a generic one. Correct? Like that only your request mapping is a that doctor. But post mapping, net mapping are the specialist. Okay, na? Did you understood? Na? If you not understood also, don't worry. Come here. Correct? Post mapping. Post mapping. So those doctors are there, no? Headache is there, he will give medicine. Fever is there, he will give medicine. Something is not working, he will give medicine. Okay, na? And then something, let's say let's say chicken gunia something will come, no? What is that? Chicken pox, huh? Something will there, okay? He will give that also, okay? Something is, let's say some person is not waking up only, he will give glucose also. Correct? Everything he will only do. He is a generic doctor. He is not a specialist. So for any particular solution, will you go to generic doctor or specialist? Like that only. You should not go to request mapping. Request mapping is a generic mapping notation. It will not check for the method types. Correct? But post mapping, get mapping, put mapping, delete mapping, we should check for the method types also. Are you understanding? These are all the specific mapping annotations. Okay, na? Did you understood that? Next. In the post mapping slash users, why you should not give a save? You given save first. Correct? You should not give a save. If you given like this, no. Understanding this endpoint for the new developers will become difficulty. We have a standard. In your entire world, all the experienced developers means all the real-time developers will do forward standard. If you are maintaining any entity, that entity endpoint you give here, same that plural, that user is a users you tell. If it is product, products. Are you understanding? Addresses. Are you understanding right? So users post mapping meaning is what? Say only. Okay, na? Shall we develop the method na? Then public, I'll say here public. I'll say PUB, I'll say public. Uh, I'll give you some written type. Don't worry. Something called a response entity. What is this response entity? Response EMTA. Can you see that there is a class actually? Do you know generic class? Arrays? In arrays also this kind of this angular pattern will be there. You can maintain or you can remove, no problem. Okay, I remove. Okay. Also you can give raw type. Question mark means what? Raw type. Means I didn't mention any generics. Okay, like that also I can maintain. Question mark understood? What is the type? Which type? Raw type. Means we didn't mention any type. Question mark we also don't know. That's the meaning. Okay. Response entity is the return type we given here. Next you see something called as what is the method name? Save user we want. Okay. See, do you know method syntax? Modifier, return type, after then method name, signature. In the signature, see what we'll do. Save user is the method name. So I want a parameter while saving the user, what I should accept. User should accept request body. Correct. Request body which body? User u. User also return user u. Okay. See. Clear. This method. Any doubts? Why written this line of code? Why written this line of code? Meaning is there. See, for each and every line of code, meaning should be there. Then the meaning is there. Correct everyone? Next, after next you see. Next, This controller should not do any means any other logic should be there. Just call the method from the service layer. Just we should call a method from the service layer. See, we have here save user is a method. It is accepting the not response body. Request body. You also did see na? Now you see. Request body user and user you done. Next you see. We have here see. We have here this method response entity. What is this return type? I will tell you later. You have to mention this only. Okay. After that, save user is a method. After that, request body. What is the body? User new. Okay. Do you know where you mention the user in the postman? Where? Body, raw, JSON. Did you remember? That one you can explain. Now user object is there here. This user object we should pass it to where? To the service layer. Because service layer can communicate to DAO. DAO can communicate to database. Can means this object we want to pass it to service layer. How to do? Very simple. Service object is there on object reference only. You do put here object reference service. You tell there object reference service object reference. Service dot save user is a method. Just pass your input. See what you do means you are there in the controller layer. Controller layer method doing what means it is accepting the request from the client side. After that it is accepting the user object. That user object is passed to the service layer method. Can I say controller layer is invoking the service layer? Invoking the yes or no? Now we are our request is forwarding from controller layer to service layer. Yesterday diagram, today diagram. Are you know already? You know right? Yes or no? You don't know? Open your notes. Look there. It is there. Controller is ready. Next you see. This controller in the service layer. Let's to come to the user service. In the user service, any methods are there. Any methods are there? No methods are there. But in the controller layer, you are calling a method. We want here a service. You should have a method called save user. You should save a user. You should give back the saved user. Correct? Yes, that is what we are trying to do here. But this method is not there. I want to create. If you see here, see this method over here. See the method save user, which is accepting user, is undefined in the user service. What to do? I want to create. What to do? There is a two quick fixes. Quickly you can fix the issue. Correct? What is the quick fix issue means this one. So create a method called a save user, which is accepting user in a user service. Same thing you have to do. Click on this link. Definitely your method is ready in the service. See, user service. It was not having a method. Now method is there. Did you understand? Understood? Next. Now you see. Can I say controller is passing this object to the service layer method. Done. Complete. Done. No. Service layer should do what? Service layer should connect. It should communicate to database. Who can communicate to database? DO layer. Correct? That's why only DO object is there here. Ask him, hey DO, come here. He will come here. See? DAO and ask, hey DAO, you do save a user one. Save user. He will ask, give me user and pass the user. See? This user I accepted from controller layer. Controller has given the object here. Correct? That object I given to whom? To the DAO layer. Again, service layer is invoking the DAO layer. Not understood. Understood? Understood or not understood? No voice. Next. Now you see, save user is a method here. DAO layer method. This person, this save user is there. Person in the sense I'm telling code. Okay, don't think one person is there. Okay. This save user is there. This person, what he will do means he will accept one user object. After that he will pass it to database because DAO can communicate with database. Yes or no? This person, he will accept one object he accepted. After accepting, he will push the object into database. After that, saved object he will give back. DAO layer methods returns what? Same that returns what? Saved object. That's why I tell here user SAVED saved user will be returned back by whom? This method will return. Did you understand? Take the object from controller. You are there in service. Everything will happen in service only. Okay. Take accept the object from the controller. You are there in controller. That object will pass it to DAO. DAO will what? He will save object. He will give the saved object. Understood? See, this method I'm expecting, this method is not there. This method is not there. See, in core Java, what it means, first you will write the method, then you will call the method. But first I'm calling the method, then I declare the method. Ulta. This is what we should practice. This is what development. Method is not there. We are developing. Yes or no? Because we are developer, we should develop. Okay, next you see. Save user is there here. This method is not there, but we want what is the return value? User. What we should return? Save user. Okay, now. This method is not there. Over here, we'll get to know. See, the method called as save user, which is accepting user object, is not defined or undefined in user DAO. It is not there. Two quick fixes are there. What we should do? We should create a. We want that's what we will create. Okay. I click there and then method creation also done here. See, we came from controller to service to DAO. In DAO, just we created this kind of method. Auto generated line is there. I did. Then moving on next. Now we have here, see, save user is there here. What is the return type? User. That's the save user. Next you see. Return null is there here. We should not do return null here. Do you know repository is a child of JPA repository? Okay. This repository is inventing all the methods from JPA repository. JPA repository is giving something as same method, find by ID, and then delete by ID, find all method. All the methods are given to JPA repository. Now, since you have your JPA repository object, in this object you have save method also, find by ID, delete by ID, find all the methods are there. You can call here, just call here repository dot save method. Save method will do what here? Your JPA repository means user repository. Save method will do what? He will accept one method. You will accept one entity object. That entity object you will save it to database. After saving, you will return the saved object. Correct. Ultimately, this method returns what? Saved object only. Correct. This method DAO layer, save method called in service layer it is called. See, in the service layer only, DAO save user is he will do what? He will accept an object, you pass it to the repository save method. Save method will save to database, he will give the saved object. Saved user is coming back. Did you understand till here? Not. Then repeat once again. Yes or no? See, if I repeat, also you will understand that much only. Ultimately, in brief, I tell you, see, user controller is accepting the request from the client side. This annotation. Okay. After that, user has given an object also. User should give. You know explanation only. External user should give an object given that. After save user means we are calling service method, service layer method. Service layer is calling the DO layer. DO layer is calling the repository layer. Repository class. Very simple. Okay, na? Yes, sir. This method will return what? Save user. That save user is given back to the service layer. Save user object is there here. What is the return type you want here? Response entity and the type we don't know. Correct. So for that reason only, you should return here something called as response. RESPONSE. Response entity. Response entity. Here you this one. Something called as status. Status C. 404 means not found. Correct. 500 means internal server error. Like that only. 201 means created. What is the meaning? Created. Status is HTTP status. Response is what? 201. Okay, next after dot body. Something called as body. You know, save user is there. This is save user as a body. We should send it to client side. We should return. That's what returning here. Returning what? We are returning the response. To whom? Response will go to whom? Go to whom? Client side only. Correct. Response entity. Status is HTTP service 201 means created. After that body is which one? Save user. Copy this user. Save user. Control C. Control V. This much. Did you understand? Shall I do run this command? Is it working or not working? Shall we check the one start? See now. Come here. See. Shall I explain or shall I run? Run only. You understood that? Even though if I explain 1,000 times also, trust me, you will understand when you will do. Then only you will understand. Okay, see now. So localhost UMS L2 is not a thing. Let me to click on this button. It will run. Database is not there. It will create the table also. Everything. Error is there. Coming. Hero means ಇದು ಈ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಯು ಅಲ್ವಾ here now it will start clockwise. Next up, where we should what we should open the postman. The postman come here. Postman. Next. So postman is almost open. It takes some time. You people start. Start to open your system fast. Okay. Okay. See, listen. Last 2 minutes. Listen. Click on this tab. I'm telling you which mapping. What is the entity developer? Post tab. Click on post. What is the developer entity? No. Colon entity slash. What is the endpoint? Users. Users. Okay, next. What is the next one? Body na. Yes, sir. Request body is there. What is send? Body. Which body? Raw body. That to JSON body. Send the JSON. Can you tell me what are the user? Okay, right? User name. I want here. Name and say my name only given. After that, name, email. What is the email? After that, next. I want phone number. After that, password. Done. These are all the data. Let me to send this one. If I send here, will I get the response as 201? What is the response we are sending here? 201 only. The code x to from here and send the request. See, I should get here. I should get here. See, sending request. See here 201 means what? Created. The request has been fulfilled and resulted in a new resource being created in the database. This is the meaning. Okay, next. What is the object? This is the object. Okay. That's it. Everything is working here. You people please do data. Just save it here. So shall I do delete or you will create first? You will create you will try let me to keep this one side by side or like this one by one by one. See in the controller you should do like this. In the controller this much of code should be there. This much of code in controller. After controller service. After service DO. Are you understanding these things? This is controller here. First one is controller. Second one is DO. After that repository. There's something service missed. This is only okay. Controller service is DO. Correct. Correct one. Correct one. Nothing is missing. Everything is there on the screen. You people please to code it. Check it. It is working on working. Take discussion. Create first. Create API. Later we discuss.
Here only come. What error? What error? What? What? What to do? Delete this entire package, delete the class, recreate user class. Immediately. Just recreate once. Try. Yeah. Gradle ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು gradle select ಮಾಡಬಹುದು private ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ gradle ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಾ ಸರಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ auto enumeration see controller controller user user service controller user user PO once you DNS no address proposal campus user import statement what should authority what should get the user understood what is it hey listen everyone here request body should be here next here after that user get a service where who will give a service your grandfather will give save you should just to save that's it it is working check it 1 minute method not supported here you see get to not getter first the whatever. Check once. If the data from the first one send the request, check it once. Okay, it is working or not. If the word is you can open STS one open ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡೋಕೆ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ನೀವು JDS ಏನಂದ್ರೆ CMD ಹೋಗಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾಟ್ ಜಾವ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ JDS ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ JDS ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ರನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ JDK ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು JDK ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ JDK ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ import statement should be should be what we import importing import settings simple do
Okay, listen here. Here listen. Enough time for discussion, everything you want. Yes, right? So almost 7 o'clock. See, listen. See, so many people. What is the common mistake, common error, common errors done here is. Hey, listen, everyone. You can do in your system later. Observe here first. See, what is the common mistake happening is import statement. Everyone are doing proper, everything is happening properly. But one common mistake which I observed is import statements. See that what happens is whenever you are importing, let's say you are there in a controller class, you need to take a user. But what you will do means I will show you listen. See, whenever some class is there in a different package, you should import that. Why import statement? What you do means, why importing? You will control space you will do, but here no. For some people, what happens means, by default it is the Catalina. By default it is the Apache Catalina. We can use as see. Let me zoom in. See, they will take this user. It will work. It will add one. Okay, na? So you have to take this empty object only. Make sure your import statements are correct. Then only it works fine. Everywhere this user, you will do mistakes here only. 99% of the people are doing same mistakes. Okay, na? What you should do? Check the user object means user class import statement. You check it. It should not be from the Catalina. Everywhere. Okay, na? That's the only thing. Till the given time. Now close everything. Right? You created or not created, I don't know. I given time. In that time, some people came here, they got doubts, I resolved. If you still have doubt, what is the doubt? Doubts are there. Means code is not working. One. Only one, I will help you. That's other people, if any others are not doing means I will tell you directly. Listen, close your systems now. Okay. What you should do? What you should do? Very simple. See, we will do. See like this. See, observe first. Observe first everyone. Close everything. Close everything. Stop it. Close everything. Close. Hey, close. Everyone, very last. Close. You people also close. Hey developer. Go. See, see, what we do means user control is there here. Right now, till now, something might have understood already, right? What is happening here? Ultimately, control is calling service is calling DO is calling repository, same story. Some monitoring, next using. Fine, everything is good. But the thing is, see, whenever we are running our application, let's say I will start this application, I'll go to boot dashboard, local LMS, and then start this application. I'll come back to the Postman. From the Postman, I have to send a requested body, request body. Which body is this one? This is a request body. This is a response body. Are you understanding, right? So request body we are sending which object? User object. What is the entry point? Slash users. What is the mapping? Post mapping. Are you understanding, right? Definitely, if I hit this one object will be creating, ID will be generated. That object will get back as a response. If you come to the SDS, you can see here, see, my application is started up. Application is started, correct? So now we have a slash users. So request body, which body? User body, reference variable is you. So that's why along with the slash user request, we are sending a body called as user body. So let's just send it. What happens? Object will save, and then we'll get a 201 here. You know where the status is coming? See here status. See, the requested resource has been fulfilled by the server side program and resulted in new resource being created in the database. Correct? There is a making up. Correct? Where the code is coming. Did you understand? If I send here 404, it will display 404 will display actually. I don't understand. Shall I show on? Shall I show on? See. Let's go. Where you mention that code in the service there only. See, 201 is there. 201 is there. Actually, 404 we should mention or not mention? We should not mention. Actually, creation is happening 201 only. 201 means created. Okay. So we, as a developer, we should give this one. Let's do create. Here, see, let's do send it. Tell me what is the code expected. 404 means requested resource not found. See, 404 means not found. So the requested resource couldn't be found, but may be available again in the future. Subsequent request value can be permissible. Means you do request once again, it may be available. Actually, it's wrong. Correct? Did you understood where we are mentioning this code? Where it is available? Code where is available? Did you understand? Understood? You may see 201 means created. Already you've seen. 200 means success request, success response means from the server side we are telling 200 means okay, means success. 200 I given. I can give 200. Nobody will ask. I am the developer. I am the God. God is great. Correct. 200 given. Nobody will ask. Just send here, send the request. What is the expected code? 200. Because I given 200. 200 means okay. 200 means okay. Okay means a standard response for successful HTTP request. Successfully response can be accepted. That's the meaning. 200 means success. Okay. Correct. 201 means created. 404 means this much okay. 500 means internal server error. As of now, basic code you remember. Okay, next you see. Next is here. Very good. Everything is working fine. The user service is sending what it is sending? Response entity. And what is the body they are sending? What is the body? Saved user. Saved user means this person. This object is there. This object. Are you understand? This is saved object only. Yes, I am correct. Now you see, as of now, we are getting a only saved object. Only getting saved object. Just observe here, see. Observe here. If you write the response on the board now, there is no space. See, right now, see. There is this much. Yes. As of now, I am getting here one response saying that something called as saved user object. Okay. Saved user objects here. How saved user object is there means one value like this. Here, key value ID. Okay. ID is some ID. After the name, like this key value are coming. Which object? Saved object. Correct. Saved user object. Yes or no? This saved object is coming. But in the industry, in the way developing the application, as a developer, we have some standards. What is the standard? Whenever you save an object, don't give only saved object. You are giving only saved object. Along with the saved object, this object should be body. BODY. Where you are passing this object with the body only?
you know status of a body, something like that. Status is provided by body is a this object. This is the body. Along with the body, you should send something called as message. Something called as message. What is the message? User has been created successfully. Or the user account has been created successfully. Some string message. Are you understanding? Great. So along with the body, what we should send? Some message. Message. Okay. And say user saved successfully. User saved success. Okay. Spelling mistakes are there. Spelling is important. Huh? No, meaning is important. Okay. We are not. I am not grammar teacher. Okay, I am developer. I am teaching development. See, what is there? Message is there. Along with the message, something called status code. Status code. What is the status code? 201 means record created in the database. Are you understanding? As of now, only this much you are sending. We want this one as a body, but also we want message also status code. What is the status code? 201. You may tell, sir, argument is coming. That code is different, this code is different. I will tell you. Okay. Status code we want, message we want, body we want. As of now, this is an object. Which object? User object. Correct. User object you need means user object, user class you created. See, somewhere user class is there. Correct. Like that only. This particular response is there. Last time you given only this much as a response, you given only this much. Correct. Now we want this kind of response we want here. This is called as structured response or response structure. What is this one? Structured response. See, this is not a structured response. It is a double response. This is a structured response. Body is there, message is there, status is there. That's why we want what we want the response structure. This is called as response. Response structure. Something is there. I will write okay. See, response structure object we want. User object we want means user class you created. Correct. Like that only. Which object you need? Which object is this one? Curly brackets only. Curly bracket means what? Object. That object is there. In this object, what are three means you have here? Something on a status and message and body. Which body? User body. Are you understanding? Yes or no? This is the response you want for save user. Okay. Let's say this endpoint, first endpoint. Somewhat we are doing here, some changes we have to do. You do this one. After that, while doing fetch on the find we need here what is the response you want means let me do erase this one and write the response for the find. See how it looks things very simple. Response for a find. Okay. So response for find. See, we want here something called as BODY body. We want what is the body means list. You know array list. Array list will print what? Square bracket only correct. Square bracket open, square bracket close. This is what array list. Okay. In this array list, this is called a list of objects. Yeah, list of user. Here let's say ID, some ID, and then name something. Some other fields is there, comma, one more object will come here, one more user, comma, one more user. Like this. See, list of user objects. Are you understanding? Find out which one? List of user object only. Yes, sir. No, last time we did it. List of books we want. That's what we did what? List of books we did. Now, what is the response you want for find all? List of which one? User only. List of user. What? That too as a body. After that, we want your message. What is the message we want? Message we want what? All users found successfully. You understand? Guys, use it successfully. After status. Status means what? Here is a 200. Success. Successfully we fetched all the users from the database to the cleanser. That is the meaning. Okay, all these things we want. No? This object, this bigger object is there. No? This object will return we have as response structure. I will write the program you want. Okay. Ultimately, we are getting only body. We are getting what we are getting only body we are getting. Along with the body, what you want? You want message also, you want status also. Okay. That is what I'm doing here. See, what I do, welcome to the yes, in our user service, you are sending only body as a save object. Correct. But we want what? We want message also, we want status also. Okay.
Also, this is since it is a curly brackets, can I say it is object now? Just object only. Yes or no? This is also this object only. This object has how many fields? Status, message, body. Three fields are there. Now using control and union. So I want an object means I should have a class. Which class? Class name called as something called as response structure. Let me create the same. Click on your base package. We want one more class now. What is the class name? Response structure means structure response. Not only dummy response. What you want? Structure response. Always structure response includes what? Status code, message, body. Okay, na? Let me click on base package. Control N PSC package called as dot response structure. Response structure. Okay, this package done. Package ready na? Response structure ready na? In the response structure, which class should be? Response structure only. Click here, click here. Control N class called as response structure. Response structure in the response structure package done. See, response structure is a newly created class. In this class means this class is present in a package called as response structure package only. Let me stop the application. It's giving trouble for me. Stopping that. Stopping that. Closing that. Response structure is there. In this response structure, what are the fields we should have? Status. What is the data type of status? See the integer only always. Correct. So I will say here integer. That was an suppose only private int status. Private status. After the next part. Private string message. Okay. After then private. I'll say here. See there sometimes user object, sometimes list of user object. Okay. Do you know typed classes? No object. In object, any object you can save. User also you can save. Book also you can save. Yes or no? Yes or no? Leave. Object is a object is a see something called as three fields we declared here. One is status, one is message, one is object body. Each object, it may be user object, it may be book object, it may be product object, it may be anything. That's why the rule superposed type called as object. Object is a superposed type. Yes or no? That's okay. Now for this one, I will give here something called as actually I should generate the data set, but I'm giving here. But I'm using which annotation library? Long Java annotation library I'm using here. Data set is ready na? Next after that next what to do? Very simple. See, actually on here parameters constructor I can take. I will take the argument constructor. No argument constructor also I take. Why Java passive? No argument constructor. I can report that. Clear. So argument constructor, no argument constructor. After the next using. So now response structure is there. See, response structure is a simple class which contains three fields: one status, message, body. Okay. What are the things we have? Data set is not all argument constructor, no argument constructor. Next using response structure class is there. If class is there, can I create an object? Yes or no? I can create an object. I can send an object. Now using, I'll come here. See what I will do. Last time in the service there, see modifications for the existing code. What is the modification we are doing here? Very simple. I just created a response structure class. That's it. Response structure is a simple class I created. Three fields are there, and then I give data set. You will give the data set manually. After then, after doing this modification, you should come to the user service. In the user service, you are giving the body as a saved user. Do not give this as a body. What is the body you want? Entire response structure only you want. Okay, now see now observe. See what I will do. I will say response structure rs is equal to new response structure. Object ready na? Object ready na? Now this object means rs object. What will be the what are the fields we have here? Int status. What is status? What is the integer data type? Means for this data type, what is the default value? 0. For this message, what is the default value? Null. But actually, I should reset the value. How to reset the value? Come to the service here. use the center object because I given data set as a notation. I have data set as a matrix. Okay. I'll say response structure dot set the status. Can you tell me what is the status? 201 because created. No. 201. Correct. Why 201? Created. After the next one, response structure dot set message. What is the message? What is the message? User saved successfully. Saved. Done. Okay, next. After the next one, response structure dot set body. Okay, what is the body? Object. Any object you give, just a saved user. Saved user. See, saved user is a user object. You are setting it as body. See, that response you see there. You'll understand. Okay. Body is what? Saved user. What's the message? User saved successfully. What is the status code? 201. Okay, now this response structure you sent as a body. Response. See, now last time you sent here only saved user. Now in your postman what is available means only saved object was visible. But now you are sending what here? What you are sending here? Can you tell me? Response structure you are sending. Response structure contains what? It contains saved user also, message also, code also. Correct? Yes or no? Shall we check the difference now? Shall we check the difference? How the response should be now? In our postman, only object are three things: one status, one message, one saved body. Correct? Shall we do send the request? First of all, let us start. Yes, localhost. Starting the after then come to the starting done. Come to the postman. The postman want to send the. Shall I send the? What is the difference will happen? We will get the status code as 201. After that, message. After that, body. Don't send that. Internet is not required. Local host it is working properly. Users, save user. Done. Here now actually 201. Everything is correct now, right? Yes, and what's it? Local host is not necessary. Connect to the internet is not the problem here. Observe. LOCA localhost only users only raw JSON only. It is taking some time. Internet is not the problem. See, observe. See, fifth user saved. Okay, na? What is status code here? 201. What is status code here? 201. Are you understanding? Only don't send the user object as a response. You should send the status code first. This code and this code both should match. Okay, after then, message user saved successfully. Okay, na? After then, body. What is the body? This is the body. If I send once again, what will be the ID here? 6. You are getting status code, message, body. This is a user body, user object, but this object is a response structure object. Did you understood? All your REST API should send the response structure only. Response structure is must mandatory. It should contain response structure should contain what? Status, message, body. What is the body? Object type body. Message is a string type. Status is a int type. Yes, that's it. This is what you have done here. So now you people will do modification. What is the modification? First, open your laptop. Do create a separate package called as response structure. In the response structure, create a separate class called as response structure. Here, create first. You people here no getter status will not work for you people. You should go generate. Some people will give the annotation also. That's why I will generate manually. See now what to do. Alt S R tab enter. Then all argument constructor and then zero parameters like this. Response structure class ready na? Wait fast. And then how many of you are having JavaScript class at 2 to 3:30? 2 to 3:30 na? Or 1:30 to 2 hours. 1:30 to 3:30. How many of you have JavaScript class? These many are attending JavaScript. Okay. How many of you are not attending? Not attending. Only this many. Okay. You people. The people who are not attending JavaScript class and the people who are attending also, but the people who are not attending, for those people, you will be having mock by tomorrow 1:30. You should assemble. You should assemble in fifth floor by tomorrow 1:30. Done na? And then for the people who are attending JavaScript, you will be having at any other class you have at 9 to 10, 9 to 11. 9 to 11, which class is there? 9 to 11. How many of you are free at 9 to 11? 9 to 11, I'm free, sir. You people, you people, you people will be having mock at 10. Okay, na? How many of you are free at 11 to 12? 11 to 1, 11 to 1:30. 11 to 1:30. You people will be having mock at 11 to 1:30. Okay, na? How many? Whenever you are free, you come, you finish your mock. Okay, na? You come early so that you can finish early. If you come early, trust me, you will be having advantage. If you come at last, no. Okay, disadvantage. And then one more thing, you have to fill a form. Scan this image once. Everybody scan this one. Open your mobile phones. Scan this image once. Check it. Are you getting any form? Yes, scan it. Are you getting form? Yes. There is a batch code, I guess. Batch code is there. Batch code. You know batch code. Where your batch code will be there? Your batch code. Your core Java batch code. Your core Java batch code. You don't know. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't fill this form. Wait 1 minute. Wait for 1 minute. Use it. Batch code only. Huh? You don't know. You will get the message. Open your that scanner will be there, no? You will scan usually to attend the classes, no? That scanner you open, there you will be having batch code. Full entire code you give. Don't give only last code. Copy that one, give it. 1 minute. I'm telling you people, just get to know the batch code, don't fill the form. Modifications are there. One minute, 1 minute. Modifications are going. 1 minute you get. Hey, check it now. Any modifications are there? Modifications are available. Scan this new QR code. Now you see, core Java batch code, advanced Java batch code. Two extra fields are coming. Okay, na? Two fields are there. Core Java batch code is different. Advanced Java batch code is different. In your that application tutor, go there, you get to know batch code. Core Java also batch code also will give. Advanced Java batch code also will give. Name, phone number, other things. Throughout percentage, CGP is there. You can mention the CGP also. Final year, that's it. Submit. Is there scanning is not happening? Java? Okay. Finished already. Okay, mention how much you know, that much you mention. Okay. Full code is not visible, huh? Full code is not visible. Only end is visible, huh? Nothing visible. Okay, done. That only.
discussion. User control, user control, user control, user service. Reasonable application. statement is wrong. Correct the import statement. Only correct one. See, user is coming from this page security. User should come from this package. What should ASP user security? That is why the import statement correct. Delete it. Give the user import statement. Okay. This package import statement you check.
Same database. Okay, now listen everyone. Fill the form done.
Rows are one and columns.
Okay, listen everyone. Hey, listen. Tomorrow, mock. How much early you will come and give mock, you have advantage. See, irrespective of the mark rating, you must and should give mock. I need data. And then later, don't come and write. I will never ever take next mock. Means for the like taking your data, you give remark, you take remark, you are allowed to give remark, but data no only we want. Your rating doesn't matter. Your data matters. That data once I take and is pass it to the management side, then only will take requirement. Later further by not giving mark, don't ask requirement. Okay, no. Then everyone, it is for data purpose. Rating, that is secondary. Are you understand me? By tomorrow, by 10:30, whoever is free, come to flip floor, give your mark. First give the data, latest rating is secondary. First give. Okay, now how many of you are ready to come at 10:30 tomorrow? Sir, I am ready, sir. Rating doesn't matter. How much you know, that doesn't matter. You come first give mark. I want data. I want active people who are attending the classes. Then only again you people will get eligible. See, and then by tomorrow you people, hey, leave son. By tomorrow you people will come in neat formals, clean shave. Yes, must mandatory. Later you don't tell that, sir, you didn't told yesterday. I'm telling you, clean shave, formals should be there. Okay, na? Yeah. So that is what I have to tell. I told later you don't write in front of me, sir, I'm not getting requirement. I know later if you want really, you come. Otherwise, forget the things. Okay, na? So by tomorrow, you people come to flip floor, you mock done. Okay, na? So that's it. See now. Come back here. A discussion. A why? Get out there. Hey, that side. Get out. If you don't want to listen, get out. Hey, there. You people also. If you don't want, get out. Yeah, I am ಪ್ರತಿಸಲಿ ಮುಷ್ಟಿನ ಕೇಳಿಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಾ? If you don't want, I'm not forcing, get lost. Don't come only. And don't talk in my class. See, if I speak here some words now, that will be not good. And then still, I am controlling myself 1000%. Words are not coming. Usually, my words are different only. See, listen. Till now, till now, what it means, we had controller class. Controller was communicating to service layer. In the service layer, actually, you people were giving the body as a saved object only. Correct? But now you are replacing that saved user with the something called as response structure. Why? Because in the standard is there. You created a one more class called as response structure. In the response structure, you set a status code also, then message also, and body also. That same response structure you are sending as a body. What will display in the browser or client side? Response structure will display three states: one status code, one message, one body. That's it. Very simple. This is the concept of response structure. Now onwards, all your any API will do send the response structure only it should send. Okay, na? Till now I given so much of time, and I hope some people, means all people are developed this one. I hope you've done. Okay. So on basis of this only, what we'll do means I will do here find all also. Yesterday we did find all, but today no, so many some changes are there here, modifications are there. How to do this find all? I will show that in one. Okay. So shall we do develop one more SAP standard? Find all users right now. Shall we develop? Don't do observe first. I'll give time. I given time so much of time for save also. I'll give time. Okay, na? Observe first. See what we'll do very simple. Which mapping? Request mapping? Get mapping. Get mapping. What should be the implementation mentioned here? Users. Correct? Users post mapping. Then next. Users get mapping means find all users only. Correct? Yes or no? Yes or no? Next. See now, public. See, any REST API you take, any REST API, whatever the REST API, what should be the return type? Response entity. This is fixed always. What is the return type in the controller layer? Response entity always. Any API you take, response entity. Okay. Yes or no? Next. See response entity. I'll say find all users. Find all users is a method. Okay. This method is there here. This method find all users. See, controller should do write any logic here. No, just you should call what? Service layer method. Correct? Service layer method should be called by whom? The controller layer. Okay. What to do? You just say return service object reference. Service object reference dot find find all users. Okay, find all users. Then see, serve your controller layer is doing what is doing? He is accepting the client request and he is calling the service layer method. Very simple. Correct. Now service layer method should do all the job now. Correct. All the job should be done by whom? From the service layer only. See now we will do. Let me do zoom in. See what I'm doing is actually this find all method is there. Find all user method. This method is not there in the service layer. See, if you go to the service layer, you understand. See in the service layer, which method we have here? Only save user we have here. See, save user is there. Let me take this one. Put it here. See, only save user method is there. Where in the service layer. Okay. Now controller is expecting one more method. Where in service layer. Correct. What to do over here? It is not there. We need to create. What to do? Over say create a method. Okay, come on. Any doubts? Not understood. Understood? Yes or no? Next you see, okay. Service layer one method is there here. That method is nothing but find all user. This method should do what? Can you communicate with database? No. You can call DO layer method. Correct? DO layer? Yes or no? DO layer. Let's call ADO means DO. DO dot find all users. This method is there or not there? If you do over there, you will get to see the method find all users, which is there in the D means in the DO is not defined, undefined. That is not there. What to do? We should create a method. But before creating a method, I am expecting that this method is not there. But this method should give what? What it should give? All the users from their database. Agree? No. What to do? I will say how to mention the list of users. List is there here. And then also some people will take the this one over hypernet over general hypernet mapping. Not this list. This one is to take Java type list. Okay. Which type? User. User type. I'll say all users. All users. Okay. See, the ultimately the meaning is in the DAO I'm expecting a method. This method I'm expecting. This is not there. This should be there. Are you understanding right? This should return what? List of users. But all the users in the database. Are you understanding right? Now tell me what is the return type of this method should be? List of users. Are you understanding? Yes or no? This method is there, not there, right? If you do create here, see, if I should create this one, I will create, see, if I'm creating like this, no, here list of user will come here. Okay, na? Yes or no? Consider this method is not there. This method is not there. Also, in the service, sir, why you are writing this return type before only? We should do we should do like this. No, this method is not there. First we'll create a method. How to create a method? Over here, click on this create. Correct? Yes or no? If you do like this, are you taking any return type here? By default, return type will be considered as void here. See, return type is void. Did you understand why I am writing before only there? Why I am writing here only before only why I am writing? Are you understanding right? So because here I don't want void here, I'm expecting here list of user, remove the method here first. First you should do what? Come to the service layer. In the service layer, this method is there. This method I want what it should return type also I'm deciding before only. You should decide this before only. Okay. Now using list of user and then just tell this one otherwise give a user list. Okay na? Yes sir, ultimately see reference variable name doesn't matter, the type matters. Okay na? What is the return type of all find all users? List of user, that is the user list. Correct na? Next click on means over here just say create this method. In the behavior layer this method will create fine. Now what to do, you know, repository is there means user repository only repository. Correct na? Now you can do here. Do you know repository has means your JPA repository has find all method. Find all method returns what? List of user. This entire method is called where? DAO layer. Find all user method is called in service layer. See DAO dot find all is not. This method returns what? List of user. Did you understand? Understood? Yes or no? Next. Okay, fine. Now, if you are passing here something called as response entity, ultimately any REST API should be a response entity only. Each and every response entity should have some status code. Status code is successfully found 200. 200 means what? Okay. Thumbs up. Okay, na? Yes or no? So now 200. After that, body. What is the body? If you give only UL, only user list will go. I don't want only user list. I want response structure. In that structure, I want this one user list. I want as a body. Are you understanding? Let me show the difference now. See, if I'm sending only the user list in the postman, what will be available? I am showing the difference. Now observe. See, what is the body I'm sending now? Only user list. Correct? Now you observe, come to the postman. Did you go to postman? Still my application is not started. It will start. It will take some time. Okay. It started now. Come to the postman. In the postman, we check that. So as of now, I come to the this one. Get company only, right? So let's go to get company. Verify get company. After that, slash user. Say slash user get company. Send this request. What happens means definitely only list of users should come here. Yes, still application not started. Yes, application not started. It is starting still. Okay. So as of now, yes, almost started. Come back. Send the request. See, only list of user will come here. See, you know how the list will be visible like this. See, list means square bracket. Visible square bracket. Open and close bracket. If you open the list, what is there? User object is there. See, first user, second user, and all the users are present. See, but the thing is, we are getting the response only the list of user because we are sending a list of user list. Don't send only user list. Response structure will give RS, but RS is not there. But RS is not there. What to create RS first? Response structure. You create an object. Response structure RS is equal to what? New response structure. Okay. Then after that, actually RS dot set the status. You should know what is the status? 200. 200. Okay. After that, response structure what? Set what? Message. What is the message? Can I say all users found successfully? Found successfully. Okay. After that, RS dot set the body. What is the body? User list. Now you see what happens. Shall we see the difference now? Last time this object I was not sending. Only list I given. User list directly given. That's why in the postman directly list came. But now what comes? Now list is already there as a body in the response structure. We are sending a message and a status. Observe the difference. Now come here. See, we are getting the status code, message, then body as a list of users. This is what you should do in your. Did you understand the difference? Any much changes compared to this one? Only changes is instead of giving saved user as a body, you are giving the list of user as a body. Did you understand? Done, huh? Done everyone. Clear, okay? Next, you see. Okay, finder is okay. Finder is working fine, no problem. Now you observe, you are seeing what we'll do is very simple. We will do one more argument in the controller saying that find by ID. Okay, see, post mapping, save user done. After that, get mapping, which one? Find the user done. After that, next one, what is the next one? Find by ID one. Okay. Find by ID. Find means fetching means which mapping? Fetching means get mapping. GM get mapping done. What is the get mapping slash user? See, already get mapping slash users is there. Once again, can you do this one? You should not do. That is not a good practice. You cannot do also. Okay. What you should do? Change the path. Change the path. How to change the path? Like this. You give. Now you see. Now even though both the things are get mapping only, this is also get mapping. This is also get mapping. But the path, the URL path is different. This is only users. This is users actually users after that ID should be there. Are you understanding? Without ID, if you hit the any endpoint, this will run. With ID slash users with ID, if you are hitting this endpoint will run. Now you see, we design a public what response entity type you don't know. After that I say find user by ID. Find user by ID. After user int ID, correct? Int ID. This ID should be what? Request arm or path variable? Path variable. Then next int ID done. Now next you see. So this controller there, we are there in the controller. Controller should do what? Simply call the method from the service there. That's it. Shall we call now? How to call return what? Service object reference dot find user by ID. User by ID. Pass the ID. That's it. Okay. What happens now? In the service there, this method is there. Not there. What should do? Shall we create? How to create? Over and then create. Done. Method is ready. After method is ready, what is the implementation you should do? Here, no, we are giving the service there. Can you say user service? We are there, right? Now, in the service there, service should communicate to whom to get the data? DAO. Correct. Shall we communicate to DAO? I will ask, hey DAO, hey DAO, find the user by ID. I will give you ID. Take this ID, find the user. Okay. After finding, you give me optional object, optional user you give. Optional why? Because see, based on this ID, whatever ID you are providing here, this ID may be valid ID or invalid ID. Correct. If it is invalid, we will not get user. If it is valid ID, then only we'll get user, right? Means optional present. Something will come there. For that reason, only I am doing here something called as optional. Optional of what? Optional of user. I will say optional. Optional. See now, see what I did here. Very simple. See, optional user I want means this optional can be present or it may be empty. You know, optional is a wrapper. That wrapper may contains the chocolate sometime, may not contain the chocolate sometime. Correct? Yesterday story. Remember? Now you see, find user by ID. We are expecting this particular method. This should return an optional object. Now, if optional is there, I can check is present. You know, is present. Yesterday check. No, like that we can check. Okay. First of all, this method is not there. We'll create a method here. So what to do? Create a over there and then create a method. That is ready. What to do? Very simple. Remove the generated line. Come here. Null is there. What you do? Repository dot find by ID. Find by ID. Pass the ID. That's it. This find by ID returns what? Optional user only will return. Ultimately, this method is called where? This is a DO layer. DO layer method is called in service layer. Now, service layer will get this particular method will return an optional user. We are getting an option. This optional may be empty, may be present. We should check the different is na. If in case this optional is present, this optional is present. What we should do? Get it. If it is present, then only you can get yes or no. If not there, how can you get? So that is the get method, right? So what to do? I will do see what I will do means I'll say optional dot get is the method. If you are getting to control there user object, you are getting. See, user object you will get when you will get if and only optional is present. Correct? Yes or no? Else what? Else means what? Optional is not present. Else when the else will execute when this condition is false. Agree na? Optional is not present. That time will say return null. Kind of thing I should tell actually. I will tell later. See, ultimately I'll come here. See now, ultimately my method is ready like this. So I got a user here, I am getting a user, but there no method error is there. What is the error? See, we should return response entity na. Can what code will return? Return this developer tools is there no. It is good, but it will give an error. So return response entity. Response entity. Tell me status of system. What is the status? If it is present, what is the status? Success are 200. 200. Dot body. What is the body? Body. Response structure we should send. Always response structure. But response structure is not there. What to create response structure? Response structure. Response structure rs is equal to new response structure. Now using rs dot set set the status of set the status. What is the status? 200. And then later rs dot set message. What is the message? User found, because id variable you know user found success. Spelling mistakes may be there. rs dot make set body. What is the body? That user. You know you got a user. See, you are getting a user here. That user you pass as a body. Are you understanding right? Consider okay. If it is option is present, your response is like this. If the option is not present, option is if it is not present, what you should do? What is the response you will send? Same response structure only, almost all same. But the thing is, the code is 404 and the message is user is not there here. No? User is not there. User is there. Huh? User is not there because ID is invalid. If the ID is invalid, then only it will execute. Now you see, instead of 202, 200, I will say 402 response. I'll say unable to find user. I'll say invalid first. Invalid user ID. Okay. Unable to find user. Unable to find user. Done, huh? Yes or no? See now, I am finding an optional object from the DAO. If this option is present, my response is like this. Are you understanding? Yes or no? If not, my response is like this. This is the simple. Understood? Save. Save it. We'll do check it. Okay. So we'll come to this user controller. Okay. And then what happened? 4 and 4. So here, done. Correct. Very good. We will start the application. Come to UMS. Find all is working. Now tell me, if I say find by ID, if I send the invalid ID, will I get this means what I get there? 4 and 4 as a status code, message is as invalid user ID, and object as null. Are you understanding right? This is the come back to Postman and next tab, hit only slash users. After slash user, I will say 5 because 5 may be there. I guess I don't know. Check it out. Still application is starting. I don't know if it is taking so much of time. Done. Completely done. Let's do send request. See, I'm getting here. Object is coming up. So object is coming. So status is 200. User found successfully. ID number 1. So many things are there here. Consider 55 enter. 55. Is it there? Huh? We don't. How you will tell? Not there. You don't be able to compute that, right? So send it. Okay. We'll send it. What happens here? See here. 404. Here 404. Here also 404. Invalid user ID. Unable to find user. You are telling properly. See, if the message is not there, no, it is not a good API. Waste API. Are you understanding right? Without message, somebody will understand that. Nobody will understand. That's why response structure. Importance of response structure understood. That's it. See now, come back here. So now you see in your user controller, I will give this code. Okay, no need to worry. So next to this one, so find by ID done. Last one endpoint is there something called as get nothing. That is nothing but your get one, right? Okay. delete mapping slash users slash your ID. You should give us a path variable. Discussion, I don't want. Mic ಏರಿಯಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡು. ಆಡಕ್ಲಾ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Public response entity, any API, any REST API, return type is what? Any REST API, return type is what? Response entity. Inside response entity, response structure. Now you see response entity as a delete user by ID. After that, what is the annotation? For this particular thing, what annotation will give there? They last. Why discussion? I did that. Next, see, I'll say return service object reference, dot. What is the method? Delete user by ID. Okay, pass your what? Pass ID. Done. Next, A. Look here. After going out, you can add. Okay. Method is there. Delete user by ID is there. This method is not there in the service. What to do? Override create. Creating the what is the implementation will give? You mean service can talk to database and then you can do directly delete. No, we have to communicate to DAO. We should request DAO, hey DAO, you delete an object and tell me what happens. See, now we will do like this. See, what actually I should do means, based on this ID, first I should check that this object is there or not. Correct? How to check? This optional, if it is present means object is there, else means not present. Correct. What I will do, I will use same thing only. I will use the same thing. Observe there, understand. By discussion will not understand. Observe. DAO dot find user by ID. First I will do. ID is there. First you find. Okay, control to L. What we get? Optional object. I say optional. Then everyone. Next you see, optional object is there. Actually I want to delete. While doing your find, you will understand. Listen. First, based on ID, you are finding an optional object. If optional is present, means that is a valid ID. Correct? If it is not present, not a valid. Correct? What we do? I'll check the if condition. If in case, can I select this one? If in case optional dot is present, then only delete here. In this if condition, write the delete logic here. Else, tell invalid ID unable to delete. Are you understanding? In the else, what logic will write here? Invalid ID unable to delete. In the if condition, what will write here? Yes, sir, is present, that ID is valid ID, delete it. Are you understanding? In the delete, why I did option this find valid, you understood that? To check that ID is valid or not. Okay, now next. What to do here? Let's see, this return is there here. I will take it outside. Let me do formatting everything. Okay, formatting done. See, I will do here. This auto start we don't want. Next using here. Tell me what to do here. I should communicate to DO. If it is present, let's say DO dot delete user by ID. User by ID. I'll pass the ID tag. See now, and then while deleting DO don't no return type we are expecting. Okay, return type we don't want anything. Just over here, just say we get this method done. Now what to do? Why is there? Just call here repository dot delete by ID and then pass the ID. That's it. See, in the DAO, what you are doing here, you are just calling the repository dot delete, but this method you are calling here by validation in the service there. If condition means what? Can I say validation? Validation code is there. If the controller is there, DAO is there. All the validation present in service only. Service there for what purpose? Validation, verification. I'm doing validation. Correct. Controller there for what purpose? To communicate to the client side. See, just here the mapping notations, right? DAO will do what? DAO will communicate with the same method, find Did you understand the differences now? Yes or no? Yeah. Come to the service there. The service there we have this thing. This delete required. Okay, fine. After deleting, I should tell you response. I will say return response entity. Response entity. What is the status? If deleted, what is status? Success. Successfully deleted. Correct. Dot body. What is the body? Body I tell string. I can tell string. Actually, if I tell string, no, only one string will be visible. But I want status message body. Correct. So that's the response structure we need to do. So response structure rs is equal to new response structure. After that, rs dot set status. What is status? 200. After that, rs dot set. You know, I need to use set. Do you know something called as parameters constructor? See, we are using zero parameters constructor, but we can use a parameters constructor also. Here the constructor directly 200 give here. That second thing, you can save the number of lines of code. Directly give the message here only. What is the message? User deleted successfully. Okay. What is the body? You tell body also message only you tell here. Okay. User deleted. Okay. Done. Next, here you send rs. Okay. Also, if you know still Java very well, what is this rs? Reference variable you are passing here. Instead of passing reference variable creating and passing, cut this everything. Control X, delete this line, directly paste it. This may be difficult for some people, but actually in the real time code we do like this only. Understood, right? Understood. Understood. By mistake understood. Okay. Response entity. Response entity. Dot status. What is status? If not, see, if it is present, you are deleting and sending some response. Correct? If it is not present, what you will do? Status is what? 400. Bad request. 404 means not found. 400 means bad request. You are telling to delete with a bad ID. Means invalid ID. Good request or bad request? Bad request. That's what you want. Okay, now the next after that. Dot body. What is the body? Can I send you directly new response structure, parameter structure? Can I use a so that response structure object will go there? Not necessary. You try. Okay, you will try. You will get some response structure. If and only if you try, then only you get. Here you send 400 as a code. Message what? Invalid user ID. I want to delete. Invalid user ID is equal to here what? Message is what? Else user not delete. That's okay. That's it. We do save the response now. Observe now what? See. Okay, done. See now, delete also done. Let's come back to the same. So we'll go to the controller A developers. A white color developer. Listen. So delete map is there here. If discussion why time off for me also time off only. Okay, now see listen. Actually, if you start discuss now, I take more time. Just listen and leave. Okay, now see. Delete mapping is there here. Slash users ID is there here. Delete user by ID, password and link ID, everything is there here. Go to the postman, we'll take one request here. Okay. So I will tell here like this. Slash user 55. 55 you can delete. Not possible. 5 is there, 5 you can delete. Okay. Now is it get request? If I send get request, it will work like find fetch. Actually application is not started. Let me start the application fastly. Go to UMS, start the application. Application started. Come back here. Okay. So beta is there. Application still not started. Yes. Now only started. Okay. Application started. Come here. Wilson, find your ID. Still not started. Working. Hey, listen here. Hey, listen. Find understanding. This is the power of this method, guys. Okay, na? Take this, delete. So shall I do send here? What is the expected response? Here 200 send. We get to see 200 successfully deleted. User deleted successfully message. Body is what? No body. After deleting, what will get? Nothing. User deleted. That's it. Both are still one. Okay, na? Next. If I already object ID file already deleted, can I do send once again? What should happen? What should happen? Bad request already deleted. Hey, double developer already last time you deleted. Once again ask me to delete. Is it possible to delete? If I send here, what is the response? Here, code 400. Here, code 400. What is the message? Invalid user ID unable to delete it. User not deleted something. Okay. 400 is coming here. Right now, invalid user ID unable to visible or not visible? See, bad request. See, this bad request. See, the request cannot be fulfilled due to bad syntax. Something is there here because bad ID. Okay. This is how this delete is working. Okay, na? So shall I do give all this code to my GitHub now? Yes, sir. Come on, Sanjay. So let's do open. Internet is there. Hey, developers, observe. This video has stopped.